Welcome to highlights of Horizon Racing League Season 7 Round 2 from the Jeddah Corniche Circuit in Saudi Arabia. Back again, driving for Williams in the second round of the season after a really solid start to life back behind the wheel. Let's take a look at where we stand going in to Round 2. Tommy Ash took victory in the Kick Sauber in Silverstone in an intermediate conditions race which caught a few people out and exposed some people's lack of pace in mixed conditions. He took that victory with the fastest lap by over 4.5 seconds with Six Pompano in second. I'm Your Mate took driver of the day in third, while Bunny's Vengeance and Vampire were 4th, 5th. Joker took 6th with cleanest driver award. Vibs took 7th, there we are in 8th, ahead of Dabasaurus, Godrado, Baza and Syme. And that's how the overall driver standings fare, with Syme down in 12th, Tommy in 1st, Storm Point and Scottish and Cybersleeve all drove but were unable to score points. Rover, Mr. Sacklebecker, Andy and Psych Snipes yet to participate this season. Means in Platinum, Tommy leads the way from Six Pompano, I'm Your Mate's in 3rd with Vampire 4th and the Scottish in 5th in the Haas. In Gold, Bunny's Vengeance picks up from where he left off last season, leading the way ahead of Joker. Baz is in 3rd in the other Williams, with Syme in 4th and Storm Point in 5th. In Silver, Vibs leads the way with Dabasaurus in 2nd, just ahead of Godrado. Bronze class champion Dabasaurus having a great start to life in Silver. In Bronze, it's an unusual sight as we lead the way. After round 1, Cybersleeve took 2nd in Bronze with Rover and Mr. Sacklebecker not participating. And D-Class is in an all-draw, seeing as Andy and Psych Snipes didn't join into round number 1. In the Constructors, Sauber lead Red Bull and Ferrari, the defending champions, down in 3rd. Mercedes and McLaren just ahead of us and RB, along with Alpine as well, scoring points. Haas, Aston Martin and our reservists yet to pick up any points at all. And that's where we stand, heading into round number 2 in Jeddah. One of the more recent fixtures on the F1 calendar, but one I think a lot of people have enjoyed watching racing at so far. Let's take a look at the Jeddah Corniche Circuit. One of the longest but one of the fastest circuits on the calendar, the Jeddah Corniche Circuit in Saudi Arabia only joined the calendar a few years ago, but has been a joy to watch F1 cars fly through. Max Verstappen has 2 wins, as does the Scottish in Horizon, with Jacob taking the only other victory here. And this is the kind of circuit that you just need full commitment all the time because it is rapid. You head down towards turn 1, heavy braking zone, to the left, to the right, and then it's through turn 3 on the exit. You can just cross the curb there without too many repercussions as you head up towards turns 4, 5. It's a camber on the inside to take 4 on the left before you roll around turn 5, and then it's a quick flick to the left for 6, then through 7. Turns 8 and into 9, you've got to brake a little bit just to kind of settle the car before riding out through these here little chicanes that you get all the way through the lap. Heading up to the hairpin at the very top end. There's a camber on the inside here, so you can use that to roll the car around. Just try and maintain the pace as you go through another rapid section of corners. Another slight brake before you're getting into the chicane, which leads out to a DRS zone. First of many on this circuit. There's a kink through it, right then left before heading under this bridge towards this chicane in the middle of this long back straight area. Not too much in the way of braking. You can take a fair amount of speed through there before hitting another DRS zone out towards the hairpin at the bottom end of the circuit towards the end of the lap. You'll be absolutely maximum attack all the way through here, but it's heavy braking here. Try and get as tight into the barrier as you can without clipping it, so you can get a nice catapult out, and then it's back towards the start-finish line. And that is the Jeddah Corniche Circuit. Now, normally I would put something from qualifying here, but qualifying was, quite frankly, a bust. No pace whatsoever. So let's take a look straight away at the grid. Six Pompano took pole position ahead of Storm Point. Vampire was in third. Sign took fourth with Vibs fifth. Joker sixth. Bunny's Vengeance in seventh. Tommy starts eighth after a 5-place grid drop for contact during qualifying. Bazza in ninth while Babasaurus rounded out the top 10. Colorado took 11th with Cybersilian in 12th. Our fastest time was only good enough for 13th and last of those recorded times, because I'm your mate with his personal handicap starts at the very back of the grid. So that's how we line up for round number 2, and you're about to see an awful lot of carnage and not a lot of POV racing. Let's take a look at what happened. One light, two lights, three lights, four lights, and 5. And away we go at Jeddah. The hold wasn't too long. Well, he should jump Godrado fairly rapidly with whatever connection issues he's having, but I'll take it. A steady approach into turn 1. Tommy's been clipped. Joker's gone round. We've moved past Bazza. We've moved past Davasaurus as well. We're just finding a little bumped by the other Williams. Just found ourselves a little gap in the middle of the pack. I'm your mate already up to 9th. Nearly return the favour to Bazza, but choose not to. I'm your mate's going to just breeze past here. He's going to be so much quicker than me anyway. It looks like Bunny was caught up in a bit of a kerfuffle with Joker. We're instantly slipping backwards. And there's the first warning on lap 1. Great start. I'm your mate right up behind Bazza. Swings to the outside of him up ahead, so he should go around the outside of the other Williams, but Bazza's going to fight that.
Okay, DRS is now available.
9 at the end of the first lap. As we get our second warning straight away. Got to be careful. This is a track that's going to be very easy to do that on. Not anywhere near fast enough though here by the looks of it. We've lost 2 seconds on the other Williams already. These guys are going to have DRS behind us. It's going to be a fairly lonely race down at the back for me, I think, as Joker's going to go past us. Bunny will lightly follow through as well. Davasaurus is there. Try and slingshot our way through the final corner. We'll get DRS this time now. Bunny goes to the outside. Joker's sort of weaving a little bit there, which is a little bit off-putting. We slot in just behind the McLaren. We're not going to go for any dodgy moves here. There's the first time penalty.
go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down.
Not the only one. Cyberslean picks one up as well, so now we've just got to try and survive the last 22 laps of this race without picking up another 3 seconds. That would be nice. No flag out. Whoa! And we're out of this one.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Well, looks like we're going to be broadcasting the rest of this race. We are out as the Ferrari was halfway across the track. Safety car is obviously out. It was Godrado at the back. Oh, we'll be... oh. Wow. That was... there wasn't really anything I could do there, I don't think. A bit of pace around the final corner, but it looks like he's actually... Yep, he's gunning it now. Away goes Vampire at the front. Sign behind him. Cyberceline, the only person with a time penalty now remaining in the race, because obviously we're out of it, but it's multiple wide back there. Storm Point past 6 Pompano. There's contact further back. Cyberceline and Davasaurus, I think, are acting a little bit like a cork in a bottle here. Davasaurus has got Storm Point to the inside. Tommy's gone round 6. We've got a car off, 2 cars off in the background. Bazza and Vibs there, I think. Yes, indeed. Those guys both off the circuit. But they're both somehow survived. They've survived. Godrado running wide. That should allow Joker through, and it does. I'm your mate as well, but I'm your mate now off. He's had quite the race of it so far. We'll probably have some pretty severe damage from being T-boned by the Williams, as I'm your mate is being passed by Godrado. They're round the outside. Davasaurus is kind of going backwards further up as well. Safety car's out again, or is it now? I think that's just the permanent safety car banner glitches. Davasaurus all the way back down to 10th. Make that 11th as Joker goes past. Storm has gone past Cyberceline, who's still fighting up there. Cyber looking pretty decent after the safety car's gone in, but always possibly rear-ended a little bit by Tommy there as Tommy goes through. 6 goes through as well. All a little bit sketchy as we got off the restart. 6 to the outside of Tommy. Is he gonna? He's not going to make it round there. He's going to try the cutback. DRS will be enabled this lap as Syme is kind of going backwards a little bit. Bunny moves into 2nd place. Vampire leads the way. Bazza has gone past Cyberceline further back. You can just see them there. But Cyberceline is fighting it back, but through goes Bazza. Vibs goes through as well. Davasaurus now with a 3-second time penalty. He's fallen pretty much all the way to the back as Joker goes past Cyberceline as well. Clips the back of the RB. Spins. Half spins. Falls behind I'm your mate. Will fall behind Davasaurus. No, he won't. Stays in front. And we're back with 6 Pompano. Runs very wide there. Tommy is right with Storm. These guys... Tommy's going to go for the move to the inside. Is he going to make it? There's contact. There's more contact. Tommy's through. All of this is letting Vampire kind of get away at the front. And Storm now under pressure from 6 Pompano, who's going to look for the inside move with the DRS, and he makes it. Is he going to look? I thought he was going to look for the move on Tommy then as well. He doesn't. Storm now, though, coming back around the outside. Well held there by 6. Vibs gets a time penalty. I think Tommy's about to go for a move on DRS Syme. Would have been a late one. Decided against it as Storm and 6 still fighting away. We're going to go many wide up front. I think Syme struggling here as Joker moves past Vibs further back. Tommy briefly had to think about a move to the inside as 6 and Storm continue to battle just behind them. This is turning into quite the race. Bazza up there in 7th in the other Williams. I'm a bit involved in all this at the moment, Bazza. We're already on lap 10. Obviously I've had some safety car running. A Storm clips the curb, gets a 3-second time penalty. Bazza is going to go looking for this one to the outside. Not going to happen there. And your mate has got past Vibs? No, Vibs has got back past I'm Your Mate. Cyber Celine falls to the back, has got another 3 seconds on their time. As Syme is somehow holding off Tommy and Six Pompano, but I don't think it's going to be for too long. DRS is open. Syme does also have DRS as I'm Your Mate moves past Vibs. Vibs and I'm Your Mate still battling as Tommy nudges Syme. Storm already back on the rear of this battle, but Six Pompano is going to go racing through the gap. Storm's going to go around the outside. He taps Six. He runs wide. Tommy's now going to take a tie from the inside. Oh, I'm kind of glad I'm not in this one. I'm kind of glad I found myself in the wall as Six and Storm. A little bit of contact on the straight. Bazza's following them as well. Vibs is holding I'm Your Mate off at the moment. Storm has to cut the chicane at the start of the lap to avoid contact. Bazza now. He's got Joker behind him. Tommy's moved past Syme further up. He looks to be off the road. Six might have a move here as well. Backs out of it. Probably for the best. Bunny, though, kind of comfortably in second at the moment. Vampire's got a little bit of space up front as everybody else is battling behind him. Sixth up the inside of Syme. He's through. Storm goes for a similar sort of move. Will make it. You can see the Alpine is struggling as Bazza moves past Syme. Joker is going to be next in line. As Vibs is still holding off I'm Your Mate here. And the Ferrari, like I say, is likely to have major damage from me collecting him as Tommy moves past Bunny's Vengeance. Six is going to follow him through. They're almost 3 wide. Tommy's through. Six is now through. Storm maybe is going to go for a move. Vampire's heading in, which means that Tommy now de facto leader. Syme heading in. I think Joker as well further back. Almost 3 wide for the lead as Bunny's Vengeance takes the lead. There's contact. Six is almost round. Bunny leads with 4 wide behind. Syme has retired from this race. And Six and Storm come together. Six is back on the road, but moving slowly. So it's Bunny, Tommy, Bazza, your top 3, with Joker in 4th. Tommy going for a move for the lead. And he gets there. These guys... Oh, he did get there, and then he's round. What happened to Syme? And Tommy's out. Tommy out now as well. Very similar to me. We have another safety car. It's a red flag. We get another restart. Bazza and Bunny at the front of the field here. And away we go for the second restart. All a little bit chaotic into turn 1. Bunny leads the way from Bazza. Joker, though, is going to look for a move to the outside of the Williams. Doesn't make it through. Nearly loses the rear. Vibs is going to try and take advantage. Look at them all. Somebody's already gone backwards. It looks like Vampire and Cyber Selena at the back. Six going wheel to wheel with I'm Your Mate. He's round the outside. Possibly driving a little bit angry. Jeddah proving to be a controversial race already, I think. Just round 2 of the season as Joker starts to close in on the Williams. I'm Your Mate. Has he finally made it past Vibs? Or is No, they've crashed. That's the second accident for I'm Your Mate. And I think... No, he's still in. Both of them still in. Vibs and I'm Your Mate fall to the back. And it's a virtual safety car. Cyber Celine just in front of them. Again, Six Pompano, as close as he's been for a while, and this time he's going to go for the move. Cyber Celine with a 3-second time penalty there. goes Six Pompano into the lead. The race has turned into a bit of a carnage fest as we hit the final lap of this one. Bunny has stayed very much out of trouble. Guess where we're going next, everybody? Monaco. So if it was bad here, next week's going to be even worse. That's definitely going to be about survival. Godrado leaves the session. Maybe having connection issues, but might lose 7th to Vibs. We'll see, but Bunny's Vengeance, as it stands, staying right with Six Pompano, will take the victory here. As they're at the top end of the circuit, as long as Bunny doesn't throw it off the road, the win is his. He's got DRS. Six Pompano is going to cross the line first here, but Bunny's Vengeance is going to cross the line and take the victory when time penalties are added. Bunny's even going to try maybe to take it on the road. I don't think Six is going to fight it too hard. He knows he's not going to get away. They go side by side towards the line. Six will cross the line in front, but will lose it on penalties. Bunny's Vengeance is the victor there. Baz is going to cross the line third on the road, but just depending on penalties and how that all works, he's going to fall back 10 seconds for unserved penalty. Slips behind Vampire. Will slip behind Joker as well down to 5th. So Vampire on the podium, Joker in 4th. Dabasaurus is going to come home in P6, I don't think he's going to take 5th off Bazza. We'll cross the line P6. Godrado is going to take P7 in the Mercedes. Vibs is hunting him down, but we'll take P8. And Cyberceline at the back on their own will take 9th. So that was round 2 of Season 7, turned into a bit of a destruction derby and a disappointing early finish for us. Although penalties were removed for Bazza for the blue flag infringements that weren't blue flag infringements, and Six Pompano's penalty was removed as well, which meant that the Red Bull driver took victory, meaning it's 1 apiece for our Platinum class drivers Tommy and Six after the first 2 rounds of the season. Then it was a half a second victory for Six Pompano ahead of Bunny's Vengeance, who took driver of the day and cleanest driver. Vampire completed the podium with Bazza all the way up there in 4th and the other Williams. The 2 RBs were 5th and 6th. Dabasaurus' best league result. Same with Godrado in 7th, Vibs in 8th, and Cyberceline in 9th. Everybody else did not finish, which really blew the table wide open. Six Pompano leads Bunny's Vengeance by 11 points. Vampire moves up to 3rd, a point ahead of Tommy, while Joker moves into 5th. On Your Mate slips to 6th. With Bazza, Dabasaurus, Vibs and Godrado completing the top 10. We slip to 11th, just ahead of Cyberceline and Simon. Six Pompano leads the way in Platinum by 13 points as well, with Vampire moving up to 2nd. Tommy slipped to 3rd, with On Your Mate slipping to 4th. The Scottish wasn't in round 2, so sits 5th, and no change for him. Bunny's Vengeance, the only person to have taken both class victories, remains in the lead of gold, with Joker in 2nd, level on points with Bowser now. Sign slips to 4th, with Storm Point still in 5th place. Dabasaurus moves to the peak of Silver Class, 3 points clear of Vibs, while Godrado is only 10 points behind. That Silver Class battle looks like it could be quite the fun one for the rest of this season. Cyberceline getting to the end means that they take the lead in bronze. We slip to 2nd, with Rover and Mr. Sacklebicker still yet to be seen in action. So that means it's a 2-way scrap at the moment for bronze class victory. And the Cyclones weren't in round 2 either, so D-Class remains 0-all, and both remain waiting to get on track. The Constructors' stand-ins also moved around a lot. Red Bull took the lead from Kick Sauber, who slipped to 5th, Mercedes moving to 2nd with McLaren in 3rd, level on points with RB. Williams moved up to 6th ahead of Constructors' defending champions Ferrari. Alpine remained bottom of those who scored points, but Haas, Aston Martin and Horizon score. And that was Jeddah. Disappointing end to the race. Could have taken points, and the next round is not going to get any easier as we head to the Principality of Monaco. Join me for that one next time. Now, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff, you know the drill by now. Take care of yourselves. See you in Monaco. Bye for now.